All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2016 Startup Sauna Demo Day. You're in for quite a show today. My name is Panu. I'm the CEO of Startup Sauna, and back in 2010, the Finnish entrepreneurs looked like this. They had a few things in common, of which one was the hideous hairstyle and poor dressing choices. But another thing was that they were actually very good at building products. They were great developers who were concentrating quite a lot on actually fine-tuning great products. But what's the difference to these guys, my friends here? Well, the difference is that these guys actually are better at building businesses. So not focusing that much on the product itself, but actually creating a big and hairy vision for the company that they're building, and the product is obviously just a part of the company. Now, when Startup Sauna started, we had a mission. The mission was to turn these guys into these guys. And that is why Startup Sauna was originally founded in 2010.
Hey, so just a question. Is it just me, but is it freaking hot in here? Yes, it is. Thank you. So hey guys, in 2010, we had a mission. We wanted to build a global ecosystem, the one where startups could thrive. So we approached university and asked for a place where we could start our world domination. So they handed us keys to this place here, a murky, depressive-looking hole, where university actually stored some hand sanitizer back at those times. So we transformed this place into this, a vibrant co-working space in the heart of Aalto University campus. So feeling very proud of ourselves, special snowflakes, we decided we need to put up a world-class accelerator, an international one, where startups could apply in bunches. We have great amounts of applications coming from all over the world. We would build next Facebooks, next Googles. Well, we kind of failed, because on our first year in 2010, we got a whooping 19 applications. All of them were Finnish teams. Probably one of those engineers you saw previously there on the screen. So we took 11 teams in, making our acceptance rate probably highest in a whole startup history, 57%. So we understood that we need to actually do something. We need to do something differently. So we got our asses out of our beautiful co-working space and we started to travel. And we started to travel a lot. So we understood that situated there in between, we need to take over Baltics, Eastern Europe, Russia, and Nordics, and that's what we did. And in 6 years, as you can see, in our Spring 16 tour, we're actually all over the place. So in addition to Russia, Eastern Europe, Nordics, and Baltics, we also traveled to States, South Korea, also took over Middle East, Lebanon. And if you think about this kind of amount of traveling, so what actually happened during our Spring 16 tour? We traveled a month and a half all over the place, dragging along all these coaches with us. So saw a lot of pitching. We saw good pitches, we saw not so good pitches. So over 300 pitches, then we facilitated over 415 one-on-ones, where local entrepreneurs can sit down with our coaches and go their businesses through profoundly. So again, there were some good solutions, great entrepreneurs, but some of them weren't that good, so that left our coaches feeling sometimes a bit skeptical, frustrated, and even bored. Sometimes the coaches were quite tired, and occasionally even desperate. So altogether, we did 20 local events in 17 countries with a month and a half.
Now, looking at the abysmal performance we had in 2010 with all the applications from Finland. In about 6.5 years, we've been able to turn it into 700 from over 35 countries. So this year, Startup Sauna is looking at over 1,500 applications worldwide applying to Helsinki for an accelerator program. Now, we took in 14 of the best technically talented teams. And that makes the acceptance rate just at 2%. And right now, percentage-wise, it's actually a lot harder to get into Startup Sauna as a startup than it is to get into Stanford as a student. Now, if you look at the 6 years we've had over 170 of these local events, we've coached over 1,500 companies, and we've seen thousands and thousands of applications. After today, we'll have 187 alumni that have raised about $100 million in funding after the program. Now, the best thing about Startup Sauna, especially from the startup's point of view, is that we're nonprofit. We take zero equity. We don't screw up your cap table. All our events around the world in Finland are free of charge and in English. I think it's a pretty good deal. Now, we're able to keep it free because we have over 70 serial entrepreneurs, angel investors, VCs, and other industry experts taking time off of their day jobs pro bono to help the startups out. Now, for the past 5 weeks, we've been whooping their ass, making them understand what their true focus is. We talk a lot about customers, their first customers, product market fit, and if they have the right go-to-market strategy. Also been talking a lot about recruiting and fundraising, as well as pitching that you're about to see today. Now, in the past month, we had 34 talks and workshops, but what really separates Startup Sauna from other accelerators is the amount of individual serial entrepreneur and investor meetings we provide to each startup. Now, every week, all of the startups get to meet at least a dozen investors and have one-on-one sessions with them to really dig down deep into the problems, issues, and challenges that they're facing. Now, this batch has been a bit of a more technical batch than we've usually had. And it's been awesome for me as a non-developer, but tough as well. You could see it from the fact that I didn't understand what the hell a third of them were doing after the first week. But they step up on the learning curve quick and really eager to see what they're bringing on stage today. And as a last note, before the pitches start, we have an announcement to make that we have teamed up with Fresh Finnish VC Superhero Capital, and one of these 14 teams, right? Woo! And one of these 14 teams is going to get a 100,000 euro investment prize after the pitches. I want to at least find out who it is. So the moment you all been waiting for, let's start the Startup Sauna Demo Day!